Welcome, welcome.
Here we go.
Yeah, we're already deep into our Christmas movies, and we did the action one, and now you know what? It's time. And we did the comedy that wasn't very Christmassy, and the action one that was. And now, you know what?
Die Hard 2?
No, but that is another Christmas movie.
It is.
Yeah, yeah.
I watched some of it. Well, they had a show on it. This is the real.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know what? It's.
I thought
you didn't think that the first one was very Christmassy. I don't think you would find the second one very Christmassy.
No, I didn't.
This one, I mean, it's got Christmas in the title. Do you want to guess the genre?
Christmas Wonderland.
Of horror.
Of horror.
Yes. We're going to watch the movie. It's called Black Christmas. Black Christmas.
Yeah. I'm going to be really disappointed if somebody gets beaten up. I was talking to him about, how good I've been.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we've seen Santa give a thrashing. Maybe he takes a thrashing in this one. We don't know. You'll see. But you know what? It's another one in the progression of slasher movies. I know. This is actually, I mean, maybe it's very proto-slasher. It's not like it actually comes before. Like generally, the first slasher movie is either this one or Halloween, which we've seen. And then Friday the 13th really popularized it and made all the sequels and rip-offs and all that.
Black Christmas has sequels too?
No, but it has a remake and another movie that uses the name but really isn't a remake. It just kind of uses the name.
Can you do that?
Well, I think they probably had they had rights to make the title, right. So they used the title, but the movie in no way is similar to this or follows on any of the ideas of it or anything.
So it's a nice movie.
No, actually, it's the one everybody hates. Everybody hates the newest one. There was the real remake of this one was 2006, I think, and that one is okay. I think a lot of people, there's some fans of that one. This one, for horror fans, it's a classic. For horror fans.
Oh, well, I really look forward to that.
Yeah, you know. And it's Canadian again.
Oh, I'll give it more. One month.
from the director of Porky's again, who isn't Canadian, but he definitely made a lot of movies in Canada in the 70s. I guess he just used the tax loophole and did what he needed to.
Why not?
Well, the money's there. Go where the money is, right?
Yep. Obviously a little revenue in Canada.
That's right. That was the plan, right? That's why there were the tax loopholes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know if there's much more to say until we've seen it. After this, there's still a couple slasher movies down the road, but you know what? We're done with most of them, and
you got my friend. Before I got
we've been doing this. You might love this one. It's got Margot Kidder in it, a very young Margot Kidder. Yeah. All right. Well, Black Christmas. Let's go. Title right away. A good sign. They want you to know what you're watching. Got that very voyeuristic kind of stalker cam, like almost like someone's looking in through the window. Yeah, right. Very, even though it's early pre-slasher, it definitely has some of the tropes of it.
When did you use the door?
We were there this afternoon, Bart.
Henry Martin.
Nobody goes up there very often, right?
No. Good place to hide out, I guess.
Mansion house, eh?
Yeah. I guess it's a sorority house. There was the Greek letters on the front door.
Oh.
So obviously a lot of people in one place. Need a bigger house.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. This is a sorority house, not a convent. I'll see you later. I'm going to go pack.
She's a bit more acerbic than the rest of them. Got a bit of an edge to her.
Yes. You don't see much from him for a while, eh?
No, he's our faceless killer. Where she keeps the good booze, maybe.
You are?
Yeah, the good stuff. Doesn't want to share.
I love you.
I know.
Clearly breaking up with you, buddy.
Yeah.
It's not a conversation where you end up a couple afterwards.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, she's got a problem. to Ontario, you'd probably recognize this place. I don't know what it is, but I imagine it's some kind of landmark that's well known in Toronto or York or whatever. Probably like a university, probably like York University. That's what I thought. Yeah. Oh, this is probably her dad.
I'll bet you'll find her over at the common room. They're having a party there today. You're supposed to be responsible.
More drinking.
Oh, God damn it, Claude, you little prick! This is very kind of you, Mr. Harris.
Nice recovery. Good. No, your daughter ain't going anywhere. Christmas is a good timing for this horror movie because people will disappear and everybody will just think they've gone home for break.
Yes. Well, I don't. You are.
What your mother and I must know is
Calls are getting weirder.
I must have called that son of a bitch 100 times about it.
I like her character.
Yeah.
Claire Harrison's father was here today.
Oh, really? I'm sorry I didn't.
I know what she's looking for.
Yes. Gotta be there somewhere.
Right? There's one in every room. Oh,
Species of turtle that can screw for 3 days without stopping.
that's what he wants to hear about. The expensive tantrum. Not sure why he's doing that. Well, he blew his audition or didn't play very well. Probably blames her for the bad playing too because of the news that she gave him. I think it's just the piano that's getting hit.
Now, Mrs. Quaith has told us that Janice most likely came.
There's two people now. They're not as worried about the adult, but the 13-year-old girl they got right.
You get away late. Lollies.
Did the killer take the cat up there, or did it actually climb up the ladder to the attic?
How did he get her up there? He must have dragged her up there.
Yeah, well, he must have, right? And we saw him go up there, but it wasn't. We didn't see enough to be clear that he was carrying her, but he must have been.
Quite a load to haul up the ladder.
Oh yeah, killer's a strong guy. Looked at the face and pulling her up. Eh? That might be how he got the woman up the ladder. That's right.
Don't you think we ought to look into it, Nash? Well, Lieutenant, I guess, sure.
Guess I'm a really bad cop. I'm really bad at my job. Well, he's not a detective. He detected nothing. Grab a dictionary, buddy.
Something dirty, ain't it?
Yeah, there's no Google.
Can I get a list of the phone numbers where I can reach them?
Sure. There's one in Mrs. Mack's room.
Yeah. In her case, they don't think anything happened to her. Mind you, they will see her bag if they go in her room. Unless the killer grabbed it. At least they're taking him seriously now.
Yes, they are.
That girl's got a doll. I don't think I've ever had carolers come to my door in my entire life.
I don't think so either.
Don't you know what we did?
Looks like her boyfriend, eh?
Well, they're definitely setting him up to be a suspect.
Yeah, they are that. A lot better sister now, I think.
Yeah. Just missed.
Yep.
She didn't hang up. She did the best she could.
Please tell me where you are.
I'm not again.
Yeah. She tried. She did a good job that time. I felt like it went on for a while.
Yeah.
Start them out on the south end of town and have them work their way through town on a house to house.
Well, they're connecting it with that 13-year-old who got killed. So I feel like, I mean, they might not.
Detectives aren't looking at any evidence.
No.
It's the only one that seems to be working on it.
Playing that piano anymore. So, she locked the door from the outside.
I wonder too.
Yeah, the house mother has a second line, right?
Yep.
Different phone number.
Yep.
Wrong. That's where the calls are going into.
That's where they're coming from, too, sir.
In the house.
Yeah. We knew that. Now they finally do.
Yes! Yes! Get up!
Of course. Yeah, arm yourself, but you gotta try and save your friends, right? He doesn't know they're dead.
Bob?
Let her know when you're here.
Yeah.
Let her know you're here.
Lock yourself in the basement. I guess that's a good idea. That's a solid fire poker.
Yeah, it is.
Not like the ones you get nowadays, right?
Nope.
All the tubes and all that.
Jess? Jess, are you alright?
Oh, it's her boyfriend.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he looks very dead.
The hospital doesn't have facilities to handle this many at one time.
That's still there though. Still looking for his daughter. What the heck?
Yeah, well, he never found her, so.
Still there.
Until they search the attic, they won't find her.
We have to get him to the hospital. Can you get us a car, Nash?
Yeah, let's go.
I don't know how responsible it is to leave her alone like that.
Well, they think we got the guy, I think.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
They want to win.
or just live in the attic for now, forever. You know?
That's the end of it?
That's
it. Huh?
that's it. Yep. So that was Black Christmas.
Oh my God.
So
Happy ending.
I would. That was going to be my pop quiz. How do you feel about the ending? So it's pretty clear that he's not the killer, right? Like
Peter wasn't.
Peter was not the killer.
Right.
He was just a guy who got,
They never-
made himself look like the killer,
Yeah, well,
unfortunately.
they-
And I don't think the movie gives us clues to who the killer is. I think it's just like he's this person. He's crazy. He broke
Living in
in,
the attic.
started to kill people. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think he appeared as a character in the movie.
No.
I don't even know if his name was Billy. Like he talked about like being Billy, but that could just be a psychotic break. Like he also did other voices, right? Like,
Yeah.
So,
So 3 or 4.
yeah,
Right.
two characters going on.
Oh, that was.
So you didn't like the ending, I'm assuming. That's what you're saying, right?
Well,
That's a pop quiz.
I'd like to have an ending.
Yeah.
And, that's all. I mean, he didn't
Yeah.
make a sequel to this movie.
They did not. No.
Well, we'll never, ever know.
We'll never know.
I will figure it out before the movie.
Yeah, you'll figure out. Well, you'll never figure out who the killer is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a guy that just
Off to the side.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Nash. No.
outside. He was sort of, he's walking down the street in the very beginning of
Oh, yeah, that was him. I saw him, too.
Yeah.
Apart from that, and I agree, I'm not super satisfied with the ending. So, okay, well, pop quiz, here's your quiz. Why do you think it ended that way? Why do you think they didn't give us the killer? What do you think the purpose of doing it that way was? There were less sequels back then, especially to horror movies. I think, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
It made enough money. If they wanted to make a sequel, they could have. I mean, horror movies they have that sort of creepy ending, right? So whether it's a jump scare at the end, like Friday the 13th Part 3 with the body jumping out of the water, or whatever. I think that they just kind of wanted like that creepy ending. And I think that what they were going for with the killer was the very unpopular idea now of just sort of a random crazy person, right? Like, and I think now we want to, with horror movies nowadays, they tend to give you a backstory and give you sometimes a sympathetic or somewhat more developed killer.
Yeah.
In this case, I think it was supposed to just be like a random creep, weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he may have moved on to someone else.
Yeah.
Or he might have just been good.
Yeah, well, I mean, the house will get filled up. It's probably still the sorority house, so there'll be a whole new crop of people.
Maybe. They might think there's a killer. No, they might think they got him. I think they think they got him.
They think they got him. Yeah, and I mean, there's no trial. He's dead, so he'll never be able to, like,
well, she gave him.
She's the one who killed him, so there might be a trial.
He might have had something that they discussed, and then she realized maybe after she killed him, I don't know.
It'd be nice if she did. I mean, he was not my favorite person in the world. He was obviously like a bit of a creep in his own ways.
Yeah.
But he, you know.
Piano.
Yeah, and like trying to force her into marriage and stuff was really weird. But it would be nice if he was not, buried with everybody thinking he was a serial killer.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
No, well, I guess for him it's true.
Family might be but he doesn't.
No, he's got nothing to say about it. How would you compare it to Friday the 13th Part 3 in general?
No, this wasn't a slasher.
Okay.
It was more like just a crazy guy killing people.
Okay.
And it wasn't a lot of blood and gore.
No, okay.
The only one where you saw was
the unicorn horn.
Yeah.
But that was shot, like, there was blood there, but that wasn't shot in a way to, like, show a lot of gore. It was kind of classy with, like, the shelf at her hand, like clawing at the ornaments and stuff. The figurines.
The effects were not.
No, it really isn't. I mean, and that's why, and even Halloween didn't have a lot of graphic gore in it either.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th is the one that sort of set the template for what the slasher came to afterwards.
Yeah.
One of the things I'm really a fan of is just the way it's shot. Like, I really like, I like the way they do the stalker cam. There's a very high level of professionalism. It's that 70s thing where, like, it's a movie, it's a horror movie, but it's done with a style that's, intended to be a good movie on top of that. Yeah. I mean, Friday the 13th series had some budget, but even those were just like, let's get to the killing kind of stuff, right?
Right, yeah.
And this one definitely had a bit more. What do you think of the acting? A lot of recognizable faces and names in there, whether you caught them all or not.
Well, I only got that when I recognized him. He looked like he did. The other ones
the friend with the curly hair and the glasses. She's Andrea Martin. She was on SCTV. Okay. She actually had of all of them. It's surprising because she's like 5th or 6th build, doesn't really matter. But she's probably had the best career out of most of them in terms of longevity. She may have not have been the lead in as many things as say Margot Kidder and that kind of thing. Yeah. But she was. I mean, she's still acting. I liked the house mother. She was fun.
Yeah.
And I liked Margot Kidder. You can see a lot of, she's got a lot to do there. Getting drunk, getting the kid drunk, the little kid next to her, and harassing the cop.
Fellatio 20880.
I just spell out the word for him.
And he still didn't get it, of course, right? I like when they were laughing at him about that. That was fun. Yeah. What were your favorite parts?
I wasn't sure it was going to be entertaining.
Okay.
It kind of picked up a little bit. Then she came around.
What turned the corner for you? Where do you think it was?
Maybe when they got the cops involved.
Okay.
That kind of made it, that dumb cop finally the detective got it. But that probably made the story.
Yeah, a lot of it was started moving at that point, for sure.
Yeah. I
thought it was interesting. Something that I don't think you would see in a movie nowadays is the abortion angle. Like, like as if a movie nowadays, it feels like, I could be wrong, but it feels like nowadays if a movie dealt with abortion, it would be about abortion. Like, it wouldn't be something where it's a character thing or a relationship thing in a different type of movie. It would be a movie where that's the focus. And I thought it was effective. I thought it worked well, like, to sort of set up the red herring around him and all of that, and define their relationship. It gave us a bit more about her, so that was good. Mm-hmm. I was glad that she killed the dude, even though he didn't maybe deserve to die for he wasn't the killer. Yeah. But it was good and it was good that she was effectively defending herself, right?
Yeah.
I appreciate that in a movie. Like, if the cops had just come in and shot him, I would have been a little disappointed. Like,
well,
she
still ends the same way.
That's true. That's
Doesn't matter
true.
who kills him.
No, that's true. If she comes to believe that he's not the killer, she's going to feel really, really bad.
Yeah.
But if she always believes that he's the killer and she's the one who killed him and saved herself, that could help her in the long run in terms of dealing with trauma, because she's going to have some trauma. He was.
She had the abortion.
I think she still did. I hope so, because she, that was part of her plan, right?
That's
like
right.
her life needed that to happen. So I hope that's what happened.
Yeah.
I hope that, just because, maybe even more so, as long as she believes he's the killer, she has even more reason to have the abortion. You're saying it's not a slasher movie, and I think you're right, but it's, like I said, sort of a proto-slasher. It kind of sets up a lot of what happens later on.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, there's 4 years between this one and Halloween, so it's not like it was like, let's immediately copy that or let's copy that. But even Halloween is very, again, with less blood and less gore and that kind of thing. It definitely is almost a proto-slasher in a way on its own. Right? It's really Friday the 13th that set the template. The last one I'll give you of the slasher for a little while.
I don't want to get off too off of them and not get all pumped up when I never had them.
I know, right?
Oh, now I don't know what to do.
Next one I give you will be all mean-spirited and no, I don't know. Okay, so is this a Christmas movie?
I gotta hope in hell.
No. I don't really blame you. I mean, it takes place at Christmas, but like things like Die Hard, they deal with family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'll consider them Christmas movies. Gremlins, again, it's I would consider that a Christmas movie. It's less so because it doesn't deal with the theme strongly, but there's Christmas stories in it. Yeah. But yeah, this one is definitely just a movie that takes place at Christmas.
Carol.
No, and lights and all that. Like, I mean, you know what? I eventually will probably watch it, but it probably won't be for Christmas. The movie First Blood. Rambo. You know the movie I'm talking about, right? No. It takes place at Christmas. It's very like Christmas trees in the background kind of Christmas. But I mean, again, it's not something I would unless I was.
Well, there were presents here.
Yeah,
they gave in with some presents.
They gave her a super ugly nightgown.
Yeah, a little short.
She hated.
A little short.
Well, short is fine. I mean,
not for that old.
No, yeah. Well, she didn't. I mean, she wasn't gonna ever wear it ever again in her life. That thing was hideous. I don't know what they were thinking. I think they were just, they saw her in a different way than she saw herself. They saw her as very old and very ugly. And I think I might have missed the line, but when she bought it, it was something, or when she opened it, it was something like she said, I thought it was something implying that she would never have sex with anybody because she was wearing this, a chastity belt.
She got about as much use for this as a chastity belt.
She's 50, but they see her as someone who's never going to have sex again, and she's like, you know what? I'm not wearing this with any man ever. Maybe that's where she was going. Maybe she's got a boyfriend on the side. Someone she visits at Christmas, that kind of thing. I did enjoy it. I won't say more than I thought I would, but I appreciated the way it was made a lot more than I thought I would. A lot more than I remember. It's very much like when you watch a lot of horror movies or watch even a lot of movies, there's a lot of them that are really flat, like just like not very well made or not like interesting to watch.
Yeah, okay.
And I think the way this one used the stalker cam and the way that it, set up everything, and even just, I think that the script and the acting I thought were really good. Like just giving everybody life, like there's a real world here that you're looking into.
Yeah, I'll give that.
Yeah, and a lot of movies, it's just like it feels like it was just created for this movie and there's nothing going on before or after. And I think this one really has a feeling of a real world, a real movie in a real world. So I enjoyed it. I appreciate that it's a real movie. All right. Well, anything else we need to say about it?
No, I think we got it.
All right. Let's do our vote then.
Close.
Christmas. Hey! All right.
First 20 minutes, I was thinking of reasons for saying no.
What were your reasons for saying no? Just boring, not engaging. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Like the video, share it with your friends. Send a comment. I don't know if there's if you prefer the remake, let me know. If anybody prefers the 2019 version, I don't think that person exists, but let me know. Maybe you do. And let me know why, because I really need to know. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.